if you're watching this, you're probably looking to find out how you can get free flyer bags for your parcels. If you want to know how to send a Courier Guy, formerly known as Pudo parcel, I'll link that video up here. But if you're ready to send and you want to know how do you get these free flyer bags, this is what this video is about. First things first, one of the questions that I want to address that was also asked quite a few times about sending Courier Guy parcels through the lockers is, do you have to put it in these flyer bags when you're sending through the lockers? And the answer is no, you do not. You can ship it in absolutely anything that you want to. But quick story, I was once sending some parcels and the Courier Guy was there. The Courier Guy, he was there picking up parcels, and I think he was offloading some out of the van and putting them into the lockers, and then he was obviously also taking some from the lockers that he was putting in his van to take with him. I don't know which part of the process he was at, but what I saw was a lot of the parcels were on the floor. And what's important to the story is it was a rainy day. So because it was raining that day, I saw a lot of parcels on the floor, and I saw a lot of parcels were covered or packaged in brown paper bags, which is not wrong. You can absolutely do that. But you need to remember that it does need to get from where you're sending it to where it's going. So in that instance, some of them were wet, and I'm sure it got to where it was going, but did it get there in the best condition or in the best way that it could have? I don't know. I'm sure it still got to where it was going though. So the point of this video is, yes, you can package it in anything, but you need to be mindful that it still needs to get to where it's going. It's still going to travel. It might get into a van, and then it might get into another van, and then from that van it might get into a plane and a train, and you just don't know how it's going to travel. So package it in a way that is secure. What they actually say when you're shipping anything, even if you put a fragile sticker on it, just by the way, is you take the parcel like up to about this high and then just throw it down and then throw it around and just keep doing that for a little while, and that's what's going to happen to your parcel. So are you packaging it in a way that will get there well? And that's where flyer bags come in. They are really easy. It has a seal, so you don't even need to put extra tape on it. So another quick one, just before we get into how you send them, is I want you to understand that it's in Courier Guy's best interest that you use their flyer bags. That's why they give it to you for free. Okay, because it's free marketing for them. One time I was shipping out a lot of things. So I run a thrift store, and so I ship out clothes all the time. And one time I was shipping out like a batch, and I ran out of Courier Guy, which was Pudo at the time. I ran out of Pudo flyer bags, and I was like, I still have Postnet bags. So what did I do? I took the Postnet bags and I packaged them in Postnet, and they all got to where they were going. But I'm pretty sure that Courier Guy was not happy about that, because now marketing 101. So when you go and you ask them, like, know that you don't need to be apologetic. And I'm not saying go be rude, please don't. I'm not saying that at all. You can always just being a nice human is just necessary, but yeah, don't be so apologetic like they're doing you a massive favor by giving you these free flyer bags, because it's in their best interest. So there are two ways to get it. The first way is to simply just go to a Courier Guy depot or kiosk. The way to find one is just to go on Google and to say Courier Guy kiosk near me, and then the first one that pops, or the closest one to you, literally just go there and you ask them for flyer bags. Depending on how much your volumes are, how much you're shipping and you're sending all the time, they will give you a lot or a little. When I go, I usually get, I think it's about 50 in a bag like this. That's the first way to get it, is to go there and then you just ask them, can I have free flyer bags? They also sell other packaging material like boxes. Those are sold. So it starts from, I don't know, I think around 6 Rand for an extra small, but it's nice because it fits the locker perfectly. So those are for sale, but the flyer bags are free. And then you ask them, and then they give you. Sometimes If you're asking for a lot, they will ask you for the email address that you use when you're shipping parcels, just so they can see that you're not actually just going to go and use their flyer bags at Postmates. They'll just give it to you, but round about like a stack a time, and then you just get the stack as you go. The second way is to book a parcel from a depot to yourself, and then after you've booked the parcel, because you don't have a parcel, they usually know that if you're booking a parcel from the depot to yourself, that it is for flyer bags. But then there's a second step to that. Then you need to message them on WhatsApp. Maybe I'll put the number down below, but yeah, not affiliated, this is not paid. So you message the WhatsApp line, and then you tell them that you had booked a parcel from a depot to your locker or to your door, whatever, and that you wanted flyer bags. And then they sometimes ask you how many, sometimes they don't. I've seen it's not a set thing. And then you tell them how many, and like I said, the same thing with the first. If you want a lot, then you send them your email address, and then that just justifies, like they can then see what your volumes are, and they can see that it's a justified request, and then they send you the thing to your locker or to your door, and then that's how you get the free flyer bags. So essentially the flyer bags are free, but what you're paying for is the shipping to your locker or to your door. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know in the comments down below if I didn't explain it nicely, but that's what it is. And then I'm gonna throw in a bonus just in case, because this is how I actually normally get mine when I don't go into a depot and ask for it, because that's the easiest. The easiest is literally to just go to a depot and ask them. But the third way is if you are a Courier Guy customer with an account. So this is not if you're just using the formerly, Pudo app. It's usually 3 letters and then 3 numbers, if I'm not mistaken, or is it 2 numbers? But yeah, if you have an account with them, because I've been shipping with Courier Guy for like 9 years now, and when I first started there was obviously no Pudo, and I was a Courier Guy client, and so I would literally just email Stationery. So if you are a client, then you email Stationery at thecourierguy.co.za, I think. So then you just say, I need stationery, and then they deliver it to your address for free. That's also a very easy way, but I don't think that that's open to everyone, because not everyone has that account with them. And that account is not if you have a Pudo or Courier Guy app. Just go to a courier, the easiest way, just go to a Courier Guy depot or kiosk and ask them for flyer bags. That's how you get it.